This week's video is a table I found on Facebook Marketplace 3 years ago for $50, and I actually recorded this makeover in July of 2024, so it was almost a year ago, you guys, and I've been holding on to it, and I want to show you guys what I ended up doing with this table. It's turned out gorgeous. This is Vintage and Painted. If you're interested in furniture makeovers, home projects, and thrifting adventures, then welcome, you guys. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's get into it. We've been here now almost 3 years, and I bought this in the first year. It's just been traveling around with me, sitting in my garage, gathering dust, aging to perfection. I think somebody has used a latex paint on it, but it's a matte latex paint, and we'll be changing that today. What they have also done is, whatever was here originally, this is not what it was. And they put this on it, and then what they have done is screwed this directly into the wood. And here's why that's a bad idea. When they have screwed it in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? They've screwed it in there, and then the table, the split is here. It can open up, I don't have a leaf, but it can open up into a larger, probably more of an oval type table. So what they did when they did that is they went through a little bit on the other side, also stopped it from being able to open up. But originally, a larger piece of wood on top of the pedestal reached all the way across here, right, and there, and screwed into this piece of wood. These two on the outside slide on either side of this center piece of wood to open up. So what I'm going to do is make the repairs on the other side for the hole. Not that you're really going to notice with what I'm doing anyway to this piece. And I'm going to get a bigger piece of ply and re-screw it into this solid piece of wood, just because that's the way it was originally intended, and I don't want to blow through the tabletop and have little screw tips in the top of the table scratching up or hurting people or anything like that. So I just want to do it properly the way that it was intended. So that's what we're going to do first before we even get to any of the fun stuff, is take measurements, cut a piece of wood, fix the pedestal. Okay, I can sand the rest of that back. Rip into it with an 80. Alright, surface is all roughed up. I'm not looking for smooth because I guess I gotta glue it back on there again once I cut a piece of wood. Okay, the fun part, centering it. That's like, I was a hair off. That's hilarious. Literally, I'm an 8th off. I kid you not. It's dead center. Dead center. How on earth? That's wild. You watch. Now I'll knock it. Don't knock it, Sarah. Don't knock it. When they're good, I've got to lay the table on its face. I ate that. Okay. It's on there. Really sturdy. Not going anywhere for anyone. Alright. Don't be fooled by the outfit change. I went and ran some errands, but for the life of me can't find the outfit that I had on. I think Phil must have picked it up and put it in the dirty clothes basket, so I have to have a new outfit on. It's the same day. All right, table's looking really good. This is all dry now. What I am going to do next is add some texture. What we're gonna do is build layers. I wanna build layers and I want texture. I was gonna say chunky, but I don't want it chunky. I just want it textured. So let's do that. Let me show you what my inspiration was. It's a tissue box from Aldi. And do you see? I mean, it's not textured, but it's giving the illusion of textured. It's that cross pattern. You can see it. I can see it. Can you see it? So that's what I want in the DIY paint. A little goes a long way, but that said, I still need a lot because it's got to do the top. Faded burlap, a little bit of layered chocolate. I mean, this guy's textured. Look at that. Glob, glob. But I don't want a lot of layered chocolate in there. I just want faded burlap darkened up just a little bit. Okay. Using a chip brush. It's also helping that there's texture underneath too, which is going in a different direction. This is gonna be like those nightstands that I did, the Ethan Allen ones. Do you guys remember those too? It's sort of the denim texture on that. I can't remember who inspired me. Somebody inspired me. Brandy, I do remember. Brush by Brandy. She did a textured finish like that. I was inspired by her when I did those. Obviously, I'm not going for full coverage here. Really just getting stuck into the texture. And I'm being careful about how much I'm using because I gotta make the whole thing last. And if it doesn't last, if I remix it, it's gonna be a different color. Which I suppose is not going to matter too much because this is not the top coat, top layer rather. This is just the underneath layer. You can't see it, but this is DIY paint. And this one is Laeger chocolate. I also put in it what did I put in it? Oh my word, Sarah. Faded burlap and crinoline. Okay, mixed it all in there, and that's the color I'm using. I've got gorgeous texture on here. I am going for full coverage on this color. I need it to be fullish, full coverage. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I am going to cross hatch because I'm just adding another layer of texture. But this will be the final layer before I do my final design idea for it. Okay, if you are new to my channel, I absolutely adore DIY paint. So if you stick around, hit that subscribe, bell notification. You'll hear a lot more about DIY paint in my channel. It is an amazing paint. It is super pigmented, and a little goes a long way. You could water this down, but because I'm going for texture, I want chunks. I want it thick. But you could water it down and a little would go a long way. And because I believe in DIY paint so much, I am a part of Debbie's affiliate program, and if you want to try this paint out, you can follow the link in my description and it will take you over to Debbie's website and you can order her paint on there. So thank you in advance if you do that. Super grateful. Oh, I got it on the table. I did that. It's probably not a good idea. Yay.
Okay, you guys, have I got a treat for you? Before I show you the table, I wanted to share something with you that I'm so proud of. It's not something that I've done. I'm so proud of my husband. He has released 2 albums, actually. The most recent one that he's released is called Even While We Sleep. Who loves 80s music? Love, love, love. And I love piano music as well. That's his instrument. If you love music that will relax you, that's soothing, that is just beautiful to listen to and will bring that blood pressure down, River 2, I'm gonna link it in the description below. If you want some fun 80s music, then Even While We Sleep is for you. It is instrumental piano versions of classic 80s hits, you guys. Take On Me by a-ha, In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel, Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. They're the kinds of songs, you guys. There's 9 instrumental piano 80s music, and who wouldn't love to listen to that album? You have to go over and take a listen and download. I'm gonna link that album in the description as well. I'm so proud of my husband. He just keeps releasing albums that he loves to do, and I couldn't be more proud to support him this way. So you guys, go check it out in the description below. All right, let's get back to the video. This table had good bones and potential. When I originally filmed this video, it was back when we were renting, so little did I know that it would work out perfectly in the house that we ended up purchasing. I love this table, love how it turned out. It's very me, 100% me, and I couldn't be happier with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit subscribe, and I will catch you on another video very soon. And remember, I love you guys to pieces, and I'm so grateful that you're here. See you next time. Bye.